Students, today we will discuss Kirchhoff's law. Students, basically Ohm's law is applicable for the simple circuits. As shown here, the 2 points has potential difference 2 volt, which is connected with the resistance of 2 ohm. Then to find out the current, we use simple Ohm's law. Potential difference upon resistance, that is 2 upon 2 or 1 ampere. So by this Ohm's law we can find out any quantity, potential difference, current or resistance, if other two quantities are given for a simple circuit. For electrical network, if complex circuit is given, we use Kirchhoff's law. And there are two laws, students. First law is called junction law or current law. This is also very well known as law of conservation of charges. So what is the Kirchhoff's first law? Sum of all the currents entering at a junction or at a point must be equal to the sum of all currents leaving that point. What is the meaning of it? The currents entering or meeting at a point is always equal to the current which is coming out from the point. That is I1 and I2. These two currents are meeting at a point O, and outgoing current is I3 and I4. So I1 plus I2 is always equal to I3 plus I4, which I have written here. So shifting I3 and I4 towards left side, you can say like this also: algebraic sum of all the currents meeting at a point is 0. All the currents meeting at a point is always 0. Now, this can be shown with the help of an example. 2 ampere current is coming here, 3 ampere current is coming here and meeting at a point O here, and outgoing current is I, 1 ampere and 2 ampere. So total incoming current 2 plus 3 is always equal to outgoing current I plus 1 plus 2, I plus 1 plus 2. So in this way I can be calculated, that is I is equals to 2 ampere. Now Kirchhoff's second law. This is also known as loop rule or voltage law. This is algebraic sum of all the voltage in a closed circuit is always 0. The algebraic sum of all the voltage, that is the voltage across the resistor as well as the cell, the algebraic sum is always 0. For this, we have to understand this. This is very important, students. These 4 diagrams. For example, let us see first case. VA and VB are the potential at the 2 points A and B having resistance R. Current is flowing through it, C. So if current flows and you are moving in this direction, that is in the direction of current, then if current flows through the resistor, then the potential at the B decreases. So the potential, or you can say potential of at A is more than the potential at B by the amount IR. So This can be written as VA minus IR is equals to VB, because potential at B will decrease. So if you are moving in the direction to the direction of current, then potential will decrease by the amount IR. So you can write VA minus IR is equals to VB, or VA minus VB is equals to IR. In second case, same, current is moving over here from A point to B point, having potential VA and VB. Now you are moving opposite to the direction of current. So as VB is less, so if you will add IR, you will get VA. VB will be added by the amount IR. You will get VA, because you are moving from here to here. So VB plus IR, you are moving here. VB plus IR is equals to VA. VB plus IR is equals to VA, or simply VA minus VB is equals to IR. So remember these 2 points. If resistance is there, if you will move in the direction of the current, potential across the resistance will be taken negative, and you are moving opposite to the direction of current, potential will be taken across the resistance as positive. Now, third case. VA and VB are the potential, a cell is connected and current flows like this. Now you are moving opposite to the direction of the current like this. So here the positive, as well as you are moving from positive end to the negative end, so EMF decreases. That is, in moving from left to right, that is opposite to the direction of the current, EMF will be taken as negative. So VA minus E is equals to VB. Now in the fourth case, current flows like this as usual. You are moving in the direction of current. So you are moving from negative terminal to the positive terminal. That is, EMF will increase. VB plus E is equals to VA. Remember these 4 points, very important, students. Once again, to recapitulate, IR is negative if you are moving from VA to VB, that is in the direction of current. See here, remember these points. IR is negative if you are moving in the direction of current. IR will be taken as positive opposite to the direction of current traversed. That is, current here, you are moving here. So IR will be taken as positive. Remember these 2 points. Third case, if traversed from negative to positive, here, if traversed from negative to positive, negative, you are moving from negative end to positive end, then EMF will be taken as positive. And if you are moving from positive to negative, EMF will be taken as negative. Remember these 4 points. Now we will study how Kirchhoff's rule is applicable for the numericals. Let us consider a loop PQRS. 2 ohm resistance is connected here, 4 ohm, 2 cells of 2 volt and 5 volt. Now students, remember 2 things. If direction of current is given in the circuit, then you will not change the direction of the current. If it is not given, then first of all we have to draw the direction. Let at present I have drawn the direction of current as shown by the arrow. Let the current flows like this. I can draw the direction of the current in this direction also. You can choose any direction. Now second thing, draw a clockwise arrow in the circuit. This arrow gives you the direction of your motion in the circuit. Now how you can apply the Kirchhoff's rule? Now the direction of the current and direction of the motion is in the same direction. If both are in the same direction, then potential across the resistance will be taken as negative. Minus 2I. Let I is the current flows in the circuit. So minus 2I. Now this element, you are moving here, current is here, and minus terminal comes first. That is, you are moving from negative to positive. So if you are moving negative to positive, then EMF or the potential across the battery will be taken as positive. So plus 5, as we discussed earlier. Now this element, direction of current and your direction is in the same. So if both are in the same direction, then potential across the resistance will be taken as negative. So minus 4I. As you are moving here, negative to positive, again increase in potential. So it will be taken as plus 2 over here. So algebraic sum of all the potential and EMF across the circuit is 0. So minus 2I minus 4I, 6I plus 7 is equals to 0, and I comes out to be the 7 upon 6 ampere. Students, see another example. Here two loops are there, A, B, E, F and B, C, D, E. Now these two loops has various electrical components, 2 ohm resistor, 2 ohm resistor here, 2 volt battery here, 3 ohm resistor here and 4 volt cell over here. So now you have to apply Kirchhoff's rule. For example, the question is, what is the current flows through the AB? Calculate the current passing through the branch AB. So what you will do? Apply Kirchhoff's rule. In the previous question I discussed, if current is given, then you cannot change the direction of the current. If current is not given, you can draw. So how I can draw the current? In the previous question I discussed that you are free to take any direction. Now see the node point. Node point, let us consider B. Now at the point B, I am drawing the direction of the current like this. Here I1, here I2, and here I1 is the current over here, I2 the current over here. Apply the first rule, junction rule. Total incoming current is equals to total outgoing current. So this current will be I1 plus I2. You can consider any direction, I1 here, I2 here, then this will be the I1 plus I2. So you can consider at any direction at the node point. One for the two loops, the common point is B, or you can say E also. So I am considering here at B point, I1 here, I2 here, junction rule gives I1 plus I2 over here. Again, if current I2 is in this loop, so same current I2 will flow in this loop and I1 will flow in this loop. Now apply Kirchhoff's second rule. According to Kirchhoff's second rule, here you have two loops. Two loops are given to you. Now see. The first loop is A, B, E, F, this loop, and second loop is B, C, D, E. Let us consider first loop A, B, E, F. Now, and draw an clockwise arrow over here. Same, draw clockwise arrow over here. Now, 2 ohm, the current over here and direction of your motion is in the same direction. Then the potential will be taken as negative, that is minus 2I1. Minus 2I1. See, minus 2I1. Now, in this loop, this is also the resistance. Direction of current and direction of your motion is in the same direction. So, negative potential. Minus 2 I1 plus I2 in minus, because direction of current and direction of your motion is in the same direction. Minus 2 I1 plus I2. Now this third element, you are moving like this, negative to positive, EMF will increase, plus 2. So all the algebraic sum of potential and EMF is 0 for the first loop. Minus 4 I1 minus 2 I2 is equals to minus 2. Shift over here and you will get this equation. 2 I1 plus I2 is equals to 1. This is equation number 1. Now apply this Kirchhoff's rule for the second loop, B, C, D, E. Apply. Current is flowing here, you are moving like this, because this arrow shows the direction of your motion, and draw it always clockwise. Direction of current and direction of your motion is opposite. So plus 3 I2. I2 is the current you have taken. Plus 3 I2. Here, you are moving here to here. Positive will come first. Positive to negative. EMF decrease. Minus 4. Here, current is coming here. You are going like this, opposite to the direction. So, if opposite to the direction of the current you are going, potential will increase. Plus 2 I1 plus I2. See this equation. Plus opposite direction of current as per your motion, plus 3 I2 plus 3 I2 Here you are moving from positive to negative, EMF will decrease, minus 4 volt, minus 4. Here current and direction of your motion is opposite, so potential will increase, plus 2 I1 plus I2. By solving these two expression, number 1 and number 2, if you will subtract equation number 2 from equation number 1, you will get I2 is equals to 3 upon 4. And if you will put this value of I2 in the equation number 1, these are two simple linear equations. So if you will put the value of I2 in the equation number 1, 2I2 plus 3 upon 4 is equals to 1, you will get I1 is equals to 1 upon 8 ampere. I1 is equals to 1 upon 8 ampere. So see the diagram once again. The question was find out the current across AB. The current across AB you have taken as I1. So I1 we have calculated as 1 upon 8. 1 upon 8 ampere is the current flows through the branch AB.